From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
We've been a little warmer on this Friday, but still a beautiful day out there. Check out the Arctic Air Skycam network late this Friday afternoon before we head to the evening hours. Barely a cloud in the sky in most locations. Mostly sunny out there. We're going to stay quiet in terms of weather as we head through the next several days. Actually, no rain chances on the board for the next 7 days across the Tennessee Valley. We have the weak cool front. Not cool air behind it, but some drier air from the north moving in overnight last night. This reinforced the dry air that was already in place. It cleared out the clouds today, and this is going to allow for temperatures back into the low to mid 60s tonight. But it's made for a great Friday with high pressure ushering back in. But we're going to be warming up as we head through the weekend out there across Tennessee Valley. High school football games tonight look great in terms of weather. Mostly sunny skies starting at the 7 p.m. hour here across the Tennessee Valley. Still near 80 degrees, upper 70s, lower 80s. Falling quickly into the lower 70s by fourth quarter, if not the upper 60s in spots. The dry air and the mostly clear skies allow us to cool efficiently after sunset. So great weather out there for the high school football games across the area. Here's the Futurecast breakdown starting this evening and headed through your Saturday. Mostly clear skies out there, dropping back into the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight. And I think morning lows are going to be generally in the low to mid 60s across the area. However, one or two of the naturally cooler spots in southern middle Tennessee may briefly hit 58 or 59 for morning lows. Mostly clear skies to start the day. A few clouds out there. Then we warm up into the upper 80s and lower 90s across the area in spots during our Saturday afternoon. But plenty of sunshine and still low humidity. So even though we're going to start getting back into warmer weather, not feeling terribly oppressive out there, falling back into the 80s as we head into Saturday evening, and then back into the mid to upper 60s overnight Saturday night and Sunday morning. The front to the south generally stalls out near the area. It's going to be a sun cloud mix as we head through our Saturday and Sunday. More of the same in early next week, but we have this big upper level high pressure ridge over the plains that's going to mean easterly flow going into the middle part of next week. So we get a few more clouds in from the Atlantic, but not enough moisture to increase rain chances across the area. That's going to shut the deeper tropical moisture down closer to the Gulf Coast. So still quiet weather, but an increase in clouds across the area. But that upper level high pressure means warmer weather ahead as we into next week. Upper 80s, lower 90s over the weekend, and then we're into the middle 90s, especially by the middle and latter part of next week. Would not be shocked if we have to go closer to the upper 90s for daytime highs by next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Thursday, Friday. And I wouldn't completely rule out a couple daytime highs over North Alabama next week, close to the triple digits. So hot weather is coming back to the area next week. We're still, after all, well into the peak of summer here across the Tennessee Valley. And that means also we're watching the tropics. We have several disturbances out there that are showing signs that we're likely going to see tropical development from them. National Hurricane Center, first off, watching the disturbance that gets into the Gulf of Mexico early next week, now up to a medium chance of this becoming a tropical depression or a low-end tropical storm as it heads westward, either toward the Texas coast or the northern Mexican coast next week. No impacts locally across the Tennessee Valley, and not expecting a big system out of that as of now, but that may bring some beneficial rain to parts of Texas that have been so hot and so dry for the past few months while we've had the thunderstorm activity in our area. Then a trio of systems we'll have to watch over the next several days, showing increasing signs of development. No imminent threats of a big system to the Gulf Coast or the Tennessee Valley or the East Coast for at least the next 7 days. But as always, we'll watch it carefully, especially as we get closer to the heart of the Atlantic hurricane season. Mostly clear skies this evening and overnight, dropping out of the 70s just after sunset into the 60s overnight, and a few of us may briefly hit the upper 50s, especially across southern middle Tennessee, continuing mostly clear, and will be mostly sunny again As we head into our Saturday, upper 80s across southern Middle Tennessee, although back closer to Savannah, it may be the lower 90s for daytime highs on your Saturday. Northwest Alabama, mostly sunny here also in the upper 80s and a few spots into the lower 90s. Check of your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Looks quiet, but hotter as we go from the weekend into early next week. As we get back into the mid 90s, no rain chances for the next 7 days, but turning hot the further we go into next week. There's the latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.